What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. As you can currently see, I'm on the road again. Right now I'm going to go get one of my gremlins, but before I get him, I'm gonna have me some lunch because I'm running behind. I was doing my mile circuit, and if any of you guys have babies or pregnant or have had kids, or know somebody that had kids, the mile circuit is basically like an exercise routine that you can do to kind of get baby into the pelvis. Some people, it induces their labor. I'm trying to get that to happen because I want little mama out of here by Sunday, but I'll be 39 weeks by Sunday, so we'll see. Next week I might get a sweep, a membrane sweep, and I might get lucky enough to have her early, which is, at this point, you know, when you're 9 months pregnant, you kind of over it. So, and that's where I'm at right now. She got an eviction notice. So, as you can see by the title of this video, let me roll up my window a little bit. We're gonna be talking about them again. So, recently I was contacted by someone who used to work for Mr. Jackson in particular. And it's definitely not Michael Jackson, but Mr. Jackson, right? And she used to work with him back when he looked like a lollipop. Because right now he looked like a 2-liter Pepsi. Jug. So, yeah, so she contacted me on Instagram. I'm not going to disclose her information because it's nobody's business who she is. It's not even theirs. But she used to work as a photographer for his church back when he was about 15 years old. Because if you don't know the backstory on him, he actually was ordained at a very young age, which I'm not against, because if you know the scriptures, if you've read in the Bible, you know, one of the young leaders was actually told to not let people look down upon him because he was young. And so, with that being said, yes, it is possible. However, they have to be trained and they need to sit up under somebody. For those of you who are not into God, or for those of you who are into God, you will understand what I'm saying right now. So usually, typically, like I talked about in my last video, all frauds go to hell. Like all dogs go to heaven, all frauds go to hell. So basically, like I talked about in my last video, he was ordained by a pastor who I actually contacted, who has not yet contacted me, but I think there are some other information that's being leaked out to the public, to a lot of reaction channels and people that's just trying to get down to the bottom of what the heck and why the heck they doing what they do, right? Oh, I hope this is open. Are they still not open? Yep. I got to go in, and I want me some chicken noodle soup. Dang it, rats. So a lot of them are still being contacted by different people who may have worked at the daycare. If you've heard the story about the daycare, apparently they had a daycare ran by their church that was accused of neglecting the children and abusing them. And that was a story that was cleared in Lynchburg, Virginia. However, the problem still lies is that y'all was even accused of abuse and neglect in the first place. So there was a young lady that contacted me that was a photographer. She showed me some images of him that are not copyrighted. I'm going to put those up on the screen, of Mr. Lollipop turned 2-liter jug. So this was him before all of this foolery, right? Before he decided to gain a bunch of weight, which is gluttony, and all this arrogancy about himself, and it's just this air about himself, that he big sexy or something, without out here with this and all this out, okay? all 1,500 pounds of rolls. So Mr. Jackson, in this message that I received, is definitely being called a scammer. Him and Mahogany. That after the whole situation occurred, that basically he and her, after those charges were brought up against them, that they basically left Lynchburg for Atlanta because they had a lot of heat put on them for the neglect and abuse that happened in that daycare. And so I think APOC was talking about this, that he actually exposed this too, that somebody contacted him with some information about the actual abuse, that she witnessed the abuse. Kids being popped over the head. One child had autism, which is ironic because their child has autism, and that they were not really as, how do you say it? Like, they didn't cater to the kids' needs and things of that nature. They had 12-year-olds in there watching them and stuff like that. Who does, like, first of all, that's a kid watching a kid. There's that. And it's funny because here in Ohio, we have what we call startup schools and all these churches that try to form daycares. So it's not the first time that I've heard of these types of things happening. It just happened in another state. But it's like a common thing with all these crooked churches. A lot of these crooked churches have daycares, and they form these daycares as a way to get more money, more funding, right? And then what ends up happening is things like this: abuse, neglect. They not feeding their children properly, or they're not. Ooh, what they doing? Or they're not being inspected properly, or when they get inspected, they fail in inspections. So there's all these different things that are coming up. I had a commenter, I had a subscriber in my comments that said that they scammed the church. They were scamming from the church for like $20,000. These are people who are from where they from and know about them. So it's not like it's third hand, fourth hand gossip. This coming straight from the horse's mouth to me. And so here's my thing. Were they always innocent? The answer is heck no. They went from being this little cute little couple, okay, both looking like lollipops, to now twerking on boardwalks, half naked in your kitchen, bourgeois, all this other stuff. And so my thing is does evil brew over time, or is evil always there? Like, can you be coerced into evil deeds, or is it that it was always planted in you? That's a good question to ask yourself if you encounter people who are crazy enough to put this type of content out about a baby that never existed, with all the people who have suffered miscarriages, with all the people who have suffered losing a baby at childbirth, giving birth to stillborns, with all the people who have lost a twin in the birth, with all the people who can't have kids, and y'all on here playing in people's faces. But like I said before, they've been doing sketchy things. Well, now this goes back to their history. They have been doing sketchy things back when they were younger. And they talked a little bit about it, but they evaded a lot of things because I don't think Tweedledee and Tweedledum know. Or maybe they just stupid enough to think that we stupid. Did y'all not think that these things were going to start surfacing? Because people got magnifying glasses. They trying to find clues, baby. It's like Sherlock Holmes all across YouTube on y'all behinds. Y'all got the hounds on you. The block is hot. Like, the block is hot for y'all because everybody wants to know what really is the underlying thing with y'all. People think y'all weird, and y'all are. Who just goes about their life? Then you just put recently another twin reaction video. You put another twin video up there talking about there's no more twins, where you didn't discuss nothing. You ran around the bush like I called y'all in the last one. Y'all are the king and queen of running around the bush, of beating around the bush. Y'all did not address nothing. Not a daggone thing, zip, nada. And people in the comments eating it up. Talking about some, oh, Jackson family, we love y'all, and this, that, and the third. What y'all love is evil. Who y'all love is evil. Let's just point that out. First of all, like I said, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. They've been sketchy. They've been sketchy from the beginning. But now we going to go back to y'all past. Since right now in the present, y'all doing this stuff, it had to have originated from somewhere. We're going to go back and tap on things that, because this is what the blogs do. They go back into your history, honey. They dig it up. They want all the dirt, all the tea, all the spillage on you. And YouTube is no better, because we want to know why your subscribers are going so hard for you and why they not smart enough and clever enough to see right through y'all bullcrap. Because there's no way in heaven or hell y'all should be able to still have a channel after child abuse allegations against y'all. I don't care if it was cleared or not. First of all, if something is brought against you, if an allegation is brought against you in the first place, it got to be some truth to it. It got to be. Anybody can pass an inspection. Anybody can be shut up with hush money. But I need somebody to seriously confirm these allegations. And I think one person did on the APOC channel. But the thing is that I need more people. It got to be more whistleblowers on this situation. Not to mention the fact is, the matter is that we still don't have nothing on their parents. And the girl that contacted me, who used to be a photographer for Justin, actually informed me that their parents do not approve of what they're doing. Ding, 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 you got 4 boys. You mean to tell me not one grandparent wants to deal with you and your kids? That is absurd. It don't make no sense. Make it make sense, partner. I'm trying to figure it out. Because something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the water ain't flowing. I need to know why y'all parents is not even in y'all kids' lives. It got to be what y'all doing right now. It can't be nothing else. They are upset with y'all. But I think they've been upset with y'all since the stuff that happened. They didn't want no parts of y'all. Because y'all crooked. Y'all are very crooked. I'm going to just call it like I see it. I'm going to just call it like, I'm going to call a spade and keep it all the way a buck. There is a reason why their parents are not around them. All this stuff is coming out now. See, y'all wanted to sit up here and sit on the truth. Y'all did not want to tell us why we don't have another twin and why we just looking at one baby. So now people are digging. They're fishing. And they don't care how far they go. I'm sorry, I'm one of them. Because I want to get to the bottom of the truth. Unfortunately, getting to the bottom of the truth is not going to come from y'all mouths. So all we going to get is lies from y'all and BS videos that last forever about nothing. Get some more Justin's arrogancy and your stupidity. Because you looking pitiful and more pitiful on screen every day. And more videos without your kids being present. Because we know y'all like to lock them away like they in a tower. Yeah, that's all we gonna get. That sound about right. Yeah, that sound about right. That's all we gonna get. So my whole thing is to wrap this up. This young lady did confirm that they were scamming in the church, and not just Justin. There were other men in the church who were leaders over him. He was a teen minister, and basically he was learning how to scam at a young age, because they scammed in that church, and they was constantly begging for money. Okay, constantly begging for money. And she dropped that bomb about that daycare situation, that basically they got allegations of abuse, and that DSS actually came down there. If you don't know what that is, that's like a child protective services agency, that they got involved, and there was a whole investigation, and that they got the heck up out of Lynchburg before anything else could occur. And the funny thing is when you look up the article, there is a news there's a news break that I'm going to insert here for you guys to watch, where it says that they were cleared of it. However, that daycare was further sold to a church called Seven Hills. It was sold within the same time frame.
A daycare in Lynchburg wants to clear its name following allegations that workers neglected and abused children. Both the Virginia Department of Social Services and Lynchburg Police Department investigated Anointed Kids Daycare on Memorial Avenue. They both determined the accusations were unfounded. Anointed Kids Daycare has remained open, but they received an offer to buy that facility. They plan to close at the end of November. Seven Hills Community Church will open there in December.
So if y'all had nothing to hide, why y'all sell that church so fast? Why is that church not up and running? Why is that church daycare still not up and running to this day? And why are y'all running like Jesse Owens to Atlanta? Nobody just picks up and move. It's always a reason or a motive behind that. Y'all literally uprooted y'all kids and y'all lives from this church. And I say this and I will say this again. Anybody in their right mind who attends their church or gives them a church, it got to be the dumbest people on the planet. Tweedledee and Tweedledum don't need to be first and last of nothing. They need to sit at home with this bogus YouTube channel that they got, lying about their lives, playing in y'all faces, lying to y'all about a baby that never existed. They must have really drew him like Harold with the purple crayon and said he existed, because he does not. We don't see him. He's not. There is nothing pointing to this baby. There is nothing pointing to the fact that he ever existed. And that hurts me because, well, like I said before, as a mom of one and now about to have a second one, I could never, as a woman, sit up here and go along with my husband and say that there's two kids when there's only one. Given everything that you have to go through in childbirth, everything that you have to go through carrying a child, and to lie about it, to know that I could potentially destroy somebody else's life. Everything that we put on this social media streets can destroy somebody. It either got the power to uplift, build, bring joy, or destroy somebody's life. Because it's all about what you're posting on here. Everything happens with the click of a button. So the fact of the matter is that you took all this time to put a video up and you knew what the consequences was. You didn't even finesse the consequences. What you did was you finessed your viewers. You didn't even think about the consequences, and you never do because it's in your history. You didn't think about the consequences of running a sketchy daycare where kids got hurt. You didn't think about that before you got up and opened one. Or you begging people and scamming people out of money. This y'all MO, scammers. Scammers of Atlanta, this is y'all MO. Change your name. Scammers of Atlanta, we ain't telling you nothing. That could be y'all slogan. Because that's what y'all doing right now. Y'all scamming people in Atlanta and other states and countries. Because I've seen that on y'all lives. Like, some got to give, bro. Some got to give. Somebody got to do something about them. And they gain more followers. Who does that? They lost a few for about a week and gained some more. Y'all can't be that stupid. And I really believe that they keep uploading videos to hide the other ones where they were fraudulent. Because if you notice, the more videos you upload, the other ones sink down to the bottom. And if you're not clever, you don't catch on, and you a newcomer, you only gonna see the new videos that they posting. You're not gonna see. So there's a method to the madness right there. You're not gonna see the ones where they told us it was twins and it wasn't, because they know they got like 500 some videos. They know that you're not gonna go back and watch those videos. So there you are, poop pow, you in the dust. And you don't understand, and you a newcomer to their channel, a new subscriber, and you like, oh, y'all boys is cute. And then you get hook, line, and sinker back into their foolishness. You get hook, line, and sinker into it the first time because you don't know what happened with them. Because you're not aware that all these reaction videos are going on about them, that they hide on this block, that people are tired of them lying. People are tired of them scamming. People are tired of them scheming. So you're not aware of it because you're not going to, the average watch time, we all know about that. If you're a YouTube creator, you know that a lot of people don't have a long attention span. If it don't grab their mind in the first couple like minutes of them watching it, they're not watching it all the way through. So you got that. So my whole issue is this. If that is the case, right, logically speaking, realistically speaking, because that is the case, then you have people who will not sit and watch those videos. They'll never even make it to them videos. All they're going to see is the ones about your kids or the vlogs that you guys have where you going out and doing stuff together. So that's instant hook, line, and sinker. Now you got another dummy. Because they're not going to scroll down all them daggone videos and watch y'all videos where y'all lied and y'all clickbait. Alrighty, guys, this video then kind of went over. I got to go get my baby, so I'm gonna definitely see y'all in my next video. I'm tired of them. Is anybody else tired of them? I'm out of breath just dealing with this, because at some point it got to stop. It got to. All right, guys, remember, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. You do not have to subscribe to me if you don't want to. If you don't like my content, you don't like my content, that's okay, that's fine. I love you anyways. You guys have a great weekend. Peace.